morning, students. Dear students, very good morning to you once again. Dear students, today we are going to discussing something about second language English of class 9. Class 9. Under that, today we discussing something about the poem called Upagupta. Upagupta. And under the poem Upagupta, today just we are going to learning something about introduction of the poem, and also we are going to learning something about author, about the author and poet, and summary of the poem. Summary of the poem Upagupta. See, these are all the aspects today we are going to learning. See, dear students, this poem is about the story of a Buddhist monk Upagupta. Dear students, this is the poem. This is the poem. This is the poem of a story about a Buddhist monk. Upagupta. See, dear students, please observe here. This is the story, something about Buddhist monk. His name Upagupta. Who was Upagupta? Upagupta is a disciple of Lord Buddha. He was the disciple of Lord Buddha. Who is Buddha? Buddha was the founder of Bauddha Dharma, isn't it? So he was a disciple of Lord Buddha. Here, disciple means follower. Follower of Gautama Buddha. And also the dancing girl of Mathura. This is the story. Tells something about Buddhist monk Upagupta and a dancing girl. Her name Vasavadatta. Dancing girl. Her name Vasavadatta. She was belongs to Madura. See, this is the major things that the story depended on these things. So this is the story. Upagupta is the poem of a story about a Buddhist monk, and also Upagupta, who was a disciple of Lord Gautama Buddha, and also this is the story tells something about the dancing girl of Mathura. Her name Vasavadatta. And Vasavadatta was a famous and beautiful dancing girl. She was a famous and looks very beautiful girl of Mathura. She was proud of her beauty. She was always proud of her beauty. She always proud She always proud of her beauty. Youth and her wealth also. Her youth and wealth. Youth and wealth. She was very proud about her beauty and youth and her wealth. And Upagupta was an ascetic, an epitome of kindness. He was an ascetic fellow. And epitome of kindness. He was very kind fellow. And also wisdom and selflessness. Upagupta was an ascetic, kindness, and also selflessness. Such kind of qualities have Upagupta. So here Upagupta was a person who was follower of Lord Gautama Buddha, and he was very simple person and an ascetic and epitome of kindness, and also wisdom. He was very known for his wisdom, and also selflessness. These are all the beautiful characteristics of Upagupta. And one dark night, while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. This is the way we'll move to the story Upagupta. One dark night, what happens? While walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta. When that time he was sleeping on the dusty ground of Mathura town. See, dear students, this is the introductional aspects of the story Upagupta. Such a kind of beautiful story was written by our famous poet called Rabindranath Tagore. Who wrote the poem Upagupta? Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was written a poem Upagupta. Dear students, now we know something about our greatest poet. His name Rabindranath Tagore. We are going to know something about our poet of the poem. Who wrote the poem of Upagupta? The poem Upagupta was written by Rabindranath Tagore, the greatest of Indian modern poets. Was the greatest. Who was the greatest poets among modern poets of India? See, Rabindranath Tagore was the greatest Indian poet. He was very greatest among the modern poets of India. He was born an affluent Bengali family. Was born an affluent Bengali family. In 1861. Was born in the year 1861. Besides being a poet, besides that, he was a novelist and also essayist and also dramatist. He was not only a poet and also novelist, dramatist, It shows that Rabindranath Tagore was a multi-dimensional worker or a poet, writer, like that. Rabindranath Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913. He was awarded Nobel Award, Nobel Prize in 1913 for his book Geetanjali. See, this is the first book to got the Nobel Award in the year 1913 in our Asian continent. Was the first Indian Nobel awardee fellow, and was also writer of our national anthem Jana Gana Mana. Dear students, you already know about him in your previous classes, who wrote a beautiful lesson about the Rabindranath Tagore, isn't it? That is a lesson, a day in the ashram of your 8th standard. Okay, and also he was the founder of internationally famous institutions called Vishwabharati or Shantiniketan. He was a founder of internationally famous institution called Shantiniketan. ವಿಶ್ವಭಾರತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ವಿಶ್ವಭಾರತಿ. See, this is the institution. Even it been working as a university in our country. Now, more than lakhs together of students who are studied there still now. Such kind of beautiful institution was established by our greatest Indian poet called Rabindranath Tagore. And his poetry is profoundly and unmistakably Indian. All his poetry profoundly and unmistakably Indian. He restates the wisdom of India in verse by meaningfully love, friendship, and music. Such kind of several aspects included in their writings. So these are all the several aspects about our poet Rabindranath Tagore. Are you understand, dear students? Now we are all learned something about introduction on the poem Upagupta, and also we know something about poet of the poem Rabindranath Tagore. As an introductional aspect, Upagupta is the poem of a story about a Buddhist monk Upagupta, and was a disciple of Lord Gautama Buddha, or a follower of Lord Gautama Buddha, and a dancing girl of Mathura, and she always proud of her beauty, youth, and wealthy. So this is the introductional aspects of the poem Upagupta. Dear students, later Rabindranath Tagore was the greatest poet among modern poets of India. Among modern poets of India. He was born an affluent Bengali family in the year 1861 and also a greatest novelist, dramatist, essayist, and he was awarded Nobel Prize in the year 1913 of his book Gitanjali. And also he was the founder of internationally known institution called Shantiniketan or Vishwabharati. See dear students, these are all several aspects about Upagupta. Now dear students, we will move towards what are the lines he has written in his poem Upagupta. Now dear students, please open your textbooks and go through the poem. Your teacher reads and recites fast. You listen it carefully, all those lines. Please, dear students, open your textbook, page number 24. There is a poem, Upagupta. Okay? Come to the poem. Upagupta, Rabindranath Tagore. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August, whose feet were those tinkling with anklets. Touching his breast of a sudden, he woke up startled, and the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. It was the dancing girl, stared with the jewels, wearing a blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her youth. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face, austerely beautiful. Forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. Graciously come to my house. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. The young ascetic answered, Woman, go on your way. When the time is right, I will come to you. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. A year has not yet passed. It was evening of a day in April. In spring season, the branches of the wayside trees were full of blossom. Gay notes of the flute came floating in the warm spring air from afar. Upagupta passed through the city gates and stood at the base of rampart. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? Struck with the black pestilence, her body spotted with the sores of smallpox. She was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous cataphon. The ascetic sat by her side, took her hand on his knees, and moistened her lips with water and smeared her body with sandal balm. Who are you, merciful one? asked the woman, the time at last has come to visit you, and I am here, replied the young ascetic. Dear students, are you listening these lines? Yes. What a beautiful lines here now. Yes, definitely very beautiful lines. These are the lines written by our Indian first Nobel Prize awardee poet. His name Rabindranath Tagore. Was the founder of Shantiniketan. It is now a famous university called Vishwabharati. See, such kind of poet Rabindranath Tagore was written all these lines. What these lines are tells us, I already told in the part of introduction, that is the poem Upagupta is about the story of Buddhist monk Upagupta, and he was a disciple of Lord Gautama Buddha and dancing girl of Mathura. Her name Vasavadatta. She was a famous and beautiful dancing girl. She was proud of her beauty, youth, and her wealth. Upagupta was an ascetic, an epitome of kindness, wisdom, and selflessness. One dark night, while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. See, this is the introductional aspects about the story of Upagupta. Dear students, Upagupta, the name of a person, was a follower of Lord Gautama Buddha, and this is the poem tells something about dancing girl of Mathura. Her name Vasavadatta. What was her name? Vasavadatta. ಏನು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹೆಸರು? ವಾಸವದತ್ತ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, dear students, this is the poem tells something about Buddhist monk Upagupta and famous dancing girl of Mathura. Her name Vasavadatta. One dark night, what happens while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on the dusty ground. Dear students, one dark night, after the completion of her dancing performance, she returned to her home. Meanwhile, in the middle of that road, she was stumbled over the body of Upagupta. She was stumbled over the body of Upagupta. What are the interactions happened between Vasavadatta and Upagupta? That was the story goes on. Okay, let we observe all those lines. Okay, see, dear student, first stanza like this. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. See, these are the 4 lines. Tell something about introduction of Upagupta. See, Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha. ಈ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಹೆಸರು. ಯಾರು ಅವನು ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ? ಗೌತಮ ಬುದ್ಧನ ಅನುಯಾಯಿ, ಗೌತಮ ಬುದ್ಧನ ಶಿಷ್ಯ. ಅವನ ಸಿದ್ಧಾಂತಗಳನ್ನು ಒಪ್ಪಿ ಆಸೆಗಳನ್ನು ತ್ಯಜಿಸಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಋಷಿ ಮುನಿಯ ಥರ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ. ಅವನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ? ಲೇ ಅಸ್ಲೀಪ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಡಸ್ಟ್ ಬೈ ದ ಸಿಟಿ ವಾಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಥುರಾ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅವನು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ. ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಸೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವನು, ತನ್ನ ಮನೆ ಮಠ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನ ತ್ಯಜಿಸಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಭಗವಂತನ ಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ತಿತ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಸಮಾಜದ ಸರಿದಾರಿಯನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವನ್ನೇ ಸನ್ಯಾಸ. ತನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವ ಹಿತಾಸಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮಾಜದ ಒಳಿತಿಗಾಗಿ ಬದುಕ್ತಾ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥವನು ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ. ಆ ಥರದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ ಉಪಕೃತ. Who was asleep on the dust city wall of Mathura. ಆ ಮಥುರಾ ನಗರದ ಒಂದು ಧೂಳಿನಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಟ್ಟೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ ಮಲಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. On that night all lamps were out. Here all lamps means lights off. ಎಲ್ಲ ದೀಪಗಳು ಆರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. Doors were all shut. ಆ ನಗರದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಾಗಿಲುಗಳು ಮುಚ್ಚಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿವೆ. And stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ಅವತ್ತಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿ ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕಾಣೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಮೋಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರೆಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಕಗ್ಗತ್ತಲೆಯ ಅಮಾವಾಸ್ಯೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಭಾನು ಕಪ್ಪು ವರ್ಣದಿಂದ ತುಂಬಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಕಗ್ಗತ್ತಲೆಯಾಗಿದೆ. See, these are all the lines tells the first stanza of the poem Upagupta. Dear students, I shall repeat once again the 4 lines of the first stanza. Upagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Mathura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. ನೋಡಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಇವು ಈ 4 ಸಾಲುಗಳು ಮೊದಲನೆಯ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಜ. Now come to the second stanza. Whose feet were those tinkling with anklets, touching his breast of a sudden. He woke up startled, and the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiveness. See, these are called second stanza. What these 4 lines tells us? Very simple. Whose feet? Here whose refers to whom? Vasavadatta. Here whose refers to Vasavadatta. Who was Vasavadatta? Vasavadatta. She was a famous dancing girl of Mathura, and she always proud be of her beauty and youth and wealth. That lady once, whose feet were those tinkling with anklets. Tinkling with anklets. Tinkling means making a pleasant metallic sound. Tinkling means metallic sound. ಮೆಟಾಲಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ? ಕಾಲಿನ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ, ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೋಹದ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ, ಬೆಳ್ಳಿಯ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಗಲಗಲ ಗಲಗಲ, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ವಿತ್ ಆಂಕ್ಲೆಟ್ಸ್. ಟಚಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಡನ್. ಆ ಗೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಧ್ವನಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದಂತಹ ಕಾಲು ಅವನ ಬ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅವನ ಎದೆಗೆ ಟಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅವಳ ಕಾಲು. ಯಾರ ಎದೆಗೆ? Whose breast referred here? Upagupta's breast referred here. Whose breast of a sudden, touching his breast of a sudden. He woke up startled. He woke up startled. Startled means extremely surprised. Startled means extremely surprised. Shall I rub something here? Okay, nice. Now I am going to write the new words on the blackboard. Okay? Right. What are the new words? Our bite referred here. Number 1 is, that is tinkling. the touching of his breast, he was startled. Who was startled? Upagupta was startled. Yes, startled means what? Extremely surprised. Extremely surprised. See, this is the meaning of new words which were appeared in the poem Upagupta. New words and its meanings. Please write down all the meanings of these words, dear students. And later on what happens? See. Lamp was struck. He woke up and started. ಅವನು ಎದ್ದು ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಎದುರಿ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯವಾಯಿತು. And the light from a woman's lamp struck on his forgiving eyes. ಆಕೆಯ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಅವನ ಮುಖದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಬಿದ್ದಾಗ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ ಇಸ್ ಫರ್ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಐಸ್. ಅವನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಕ್ಷಮಾಗುಣದಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದಂಥ ಕಣ್ಣುಗಳು ಕಾಣುತ್ತವೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಆ ಚಿತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಉಪಗುಪ್ತ. ಸಿ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲ್ಯಾಂಪ್ and she called Vasavadatta. Here lay asleep on the dust wall of Mathura Upagupta. See, this is the picture referred about the story of Upagupta. And dear students, come to the another thing that it was the dancing girl. ಅವಳು ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ dancing girl stared with the jewels. Stored ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ STARED, stare means shining like stars. Shining like stars. Stare means shining like stars. With jewels. Jewels means ornaments. She wear all ornaments on her body, wearing a pale blue mantle. Wearing a pale blue mantle means loose cloth, worn especially in the fast time. ಅಂದರೆ ತೋಳುಗಳಿಲ್ಲದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪ್ಲೇ ಬ್ಲೂ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಆ ಥರದ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾರು? ವಾಸವದತ್ತ. And drunk with the wine of her youth. ಅವಳ ಯೌವನದಿಂದ ಯೌವನವೆಂಬ ಮದ ತುಂಬಿ ತುಳುಕುತ್ತಿದೆ ಆಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face austerely beautiful. She looks austerely beautiful. ತುಂಬ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. And forgive me, young ascetic. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವನನ್ನು ಕಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲೋ ಆಗ ಸಾರಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಫಾರಿಗಿವ್ ಮೀ young ascetic. ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸು ಯುವ ಋಷಿ, ಯುವ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ, ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿದರು. ಫಾರ್ಗಿವ್ ಮೀ said the woman. Here woman who? Woman refers to whom? Here woman refers to Vasavadatta. Vasavadatta asked, told to Sari, and graciously come to my house. ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದಲ್ವಾ ದಯಮಾಡಿ? ದ ಡಸ್ಟಿ ಅರ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫಿಟ್ ಬೆಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಧೂಳನ್ನು ತುಂಬಿದಂಥ ಈ ನೆಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲಗಿದಿರಲ್ವಾ ಯುವ ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿಗಳೇ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದು ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ತಾವು ದಯಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಮಲಗಬಹುದಲ್ವಾ ಎಂಬುದಾಗಿ ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾಳೆ. ಯಾರು? ವಾಸವದತ್ತ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ವೇ. ಹೋಗಮ್ಮ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಡಿಗೆ ನೀನು ಹೋಗು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾಳೆ. When the time is right, when the time is right, right means ಕಾಲ ಪಕ್ವವಾದಾಗ, ಕಾಲ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಕಾಲ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯು. ಸಮಯ ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಬಳಿ ಬರುತ್ತೇನೆ. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. ತತ್ಕ್ಷಣನೇ ಆ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ನೈಟಲ್ಲಿ, ಕಗ್ಗತ್ತಲ ರಾತ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತವೆ ಕತ್ತಲು, ಗುಡುಗು ಮಿಂಚು ಬರ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ, ಮಿಂಚಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಲ್ಲುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. The storm rolled from the corner of the sky. The storm, ಸುಂಟರ ಗಾಳಿ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಬರ್ರನೆ ಸುಂಟರ ಗಾಳಿ ಬೀಸ್ತಿದೆ. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕೈ, ಆ ಆಕಾಶದ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಂಟರ ಗಾಳಿ ಆಕಾಶದ ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಎದ್ದಿದೆ. And women trembled in a fear of some unknown danger. That storm indicated that unknown danger to Vasudetta. ಅದು ಅಪಾಯದ ಮುನ್ಸೂಚನೆಯನ್ನು ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. She was very trembled. ತುಂಬ ಭಯಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಭಯಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ? ಅದು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಬರ್ರ ಅಂತ ಬಂದಂಥ ಸುಂಟರ ಗಾಳಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಏನೋ ಅನಾಹುತವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸುತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಪಶಕುನವನ್ನು ಕಾಡುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಈ ಘಟನೆಯಾಗಿ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಕೂಡ ಕಳೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಯರ್. ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಡೇ ಇನ್ ಏಪ್ರಿಲ್ ಮಾಸದ ಒಂದು ದಿನದ ಸಂಜೆ. ಇನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ವಸಂತ ಕಾಲ. ಆ ವಸಂತ ಕಾಲದ ಒಂದು ದಿನ, ದ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೇಸೈಡ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ವರ್ ಫುಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಲಾಸಮ್. ಆ ರಸ್ತೆಯ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮರಗಳು ಹೂವನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪರಿಮಳವನ್ನು ಸೂಚಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಗೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫ್ಲೂಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಫ್ಲೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವಾರ್ಮ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಏರ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅಫಾರ್. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ದೂರದಿಂದ ಗೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್, ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕಲ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್. ಗೇ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. Happy notes means musical voices. Flute came floating in the warm spring air from warm ಬೆಚ್ಚನೆಯ ಆ ಒಂದು ಗಾಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಣ್ಣನೆ ಆ ಸಂಗೀತದ ಒಂದು ನುಡಿಗಳು, ಸಂಗೀತದ ಸ್ವರಗಳು ತೇಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ದೂರದಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Was spring air from afar. Afar means far away. Afar means far away, ದೂರ. Far away. ಎಲ್ಲೋ ದೂರದಿಂದ ತೇಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Full of blossoms means heavy with flowers. Blossoms heavy. ಮರದ ತುಂಬ ಹೂಗಳು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Upagupta passed through the city gates of that city gates. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. And stood at the base of the rampart. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರ್ಯಾಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ರ್ಯಾಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅವನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ದ? ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ, ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ. ಈ ರ್ಯಾಂಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? Rampart means a high wide wall of earth. A high wide wall of earth. Built around a castle. Built around a castle. Built around a castle. Or a town, etc. Or a town, etc. See, this is called a high wide wall of earth built around a castle or a town. ನಗರ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಮನೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ ಈಗಿನ ರೀತಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ರ್ಯಾಂಪರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಆ ರ್ಯಾಂಪರ್ಟ್ ಬಳಿ ಬಂದು ವಾಸವಂತ ನಿಂತ. Was that a woman lying at his feet in the shadow of the mango grove? ಅವತ್ತಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಗಳು ತನ್ನ ಕಾಲ ಬಳಿ ಬಂದು ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಆ ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ. Struck with a black pestilence, her body spotted with sores of smallpox, she was hurriedly driven away from the town to avoid her poisonous Gadaron. The ascetic sat by her side, took her head on his knees. Please observe these lines, dear students. That lady, Vasavadatta, she was a famous dancing girl of Mathura and also very beautiful girl. She always proud of her beauty and youth and wealth. Such kind of lady today what happens? Driven away from the town. Why she was driven away from the town? Because she was struck with a black pestilence. She was struck with black pestilence. What the black pestilence means? Dear students, what the black pestilence means? Pestilence. What it means? Any infections, disease. Any infections, disease. D-I-S-E-A-S-E, disease that spreads quickly and kills a lot of people. That is called black pestilence. ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೆಸ್ಟಿಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಸಿಡುವಿನ ಆಕಾರದ ರೋಗ. That infection disease that spread quickly and kills a lot of people, just like a corona. Now we are all living with the corona, isn't it? How corona spread all over the globe in the short period. In the same way, such kind of one epidemic disease, black pestilence also. Such kind of pestilence struck with Vasavadatta. That's why that town people driven away her from that town to avoid her poisonous Catagon. Here Catagon means contagion. It means what? The spreading the disease. The spreading the disease. By contact. That's why she was driven away from the town. ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಹರಡುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂಬುದಾಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆ ಅಮ್ಮನನ್ನ ವಾಸವದತ್ತನನ್ನ ನಗರದಿಂದ ಹೊರಕ್ಕೆ ಎಳೆದು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಅವಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ಗುಪ್ತ ತನ್ನ ತೊಡೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಕೆ ತಲೆಯನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಲಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ. The ascetic sat by her side, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತು, took her head on his knees and moistened her lips with water. ನೀರನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಅವಳ ತುಟಿಯನ್ನು ಒರೆಸ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಮಾಯಿಶ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೀಮರ್ಡ್ her ಬಾಡಿ ವಿತ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಬಾಮ್, ಗಂಧದ ಧೂಳನ್ನು ಆಕೆಯ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಸವರುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಸಿಂಪಡಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫೈನಲಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ಟು ಹರ್, ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಯು ಮರ್ಸಿಫುಲ್ ಒನ್? ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್ ದ ವುಮನ್, ಅವಳು ಕೇಳಿದ್ಲು ಉಪಗುಪ್ತನಿಗೆ, ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಯು ಮರ್ಸಿಫುಲ್ ಒನ್? ದಯಾಮಯಿಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡಿದಂಥ ನೀನು ಯಾರು? ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್, ಅವತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ನಿನ್ಗೆ, ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ನೌ, ರಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ದ ಯಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ಟಿಕ್. ಅವತ್ತು ಕರೆದಿದ್ಲಲ್ವಾ ಮನೆಗೆ, ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ, ಈಗ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಐ ಆಮ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ರಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ದ ಯಂಗ್ ಆಸ್ಟಿಕ್. See, these are all the lines of the poem Upagupta. I hope that you are all very familiar with these lines, and I will hope that you all understand about the poem Upagupta. See, in the examination they will ask you write the summary of the poem Upagupta. That time you should write all the story of Upagupta and Vasavadatta. What are the interactions are going on here? All those things you should be right in your answer sheets. Okay? If you have any doubts, please ask to me. Otherwise, remaining aspects will discuss it on next class. Okay? Thank you. Thank you one and all.